As the question says, figure shows a small spherical ball of mass m rolling down the loop track. The ball is released on the linear portion at a vertical height h from the lowest point. The circular part shown has a radius r. Find the kinetic energy of the ball. When it is at point A, where the radius makes an angle theta with the horizontal, find the radial and the tangential accelerations of the center when the ball is at A. Find the normal force and the frictional force acting on the ball. Now, here, for any system, we can write down the kinetic energy being equal to, due to the kinetic linear motion, that is half mv square, and the rotational motion, which is half I omega square. And employing the energy conservation between the initial point and the final point, we can write down the initial energy. If we take this to be the reference point, then we can write the initial energy being due to the potential energy, that is mgh, the final being half mv square plus half I omega square, that is the kinetic energy, plus due to the potential, which is mgr into 1 plus sine theta. How we got this is mgr. This is r sine theta, so this is mgr sine theta. So this is mgr 1 plus sine theta. Got it? And now we can write, this is our kinetic energy. So taking these to be on one side, we can take to be kinetic energy equal to mg h minus r sine theta. Further, let us proceed to find the acceleration components. We can write down half mv square plus half I omega square equals to mg into h minus r into r sine theta. That is, we can have 7 by 10 mv square equals to mg h minus r sine theta. Now how we got this to be? Because we took the I, which is 2 by 5 mr square. From there we got this. Okay, now we can write down v square by r to be 10g by 7 into h minus r sine theta whole over r. Now we know that this is actually the alpha, that is the radial acceleration here. Okay, and now let us proceed for the tangential acceleration. So we are going to differentiate this, which will be 2v dv by dt gives us minus 10 by 7 gr cos theta d theta over dt, giving us dv by dt equals to minus 5 by 7 g cos theta. Now let us proceed to the third and the last part of this question. So in C part, we are having the normal reaction equals to mv square by r, giving us 70 by 1000 into, now we are taking it as theta equal to 0, right? 70 by 1000 into 10 by 7 into 10 into 0.6 minus 0.1 over 0.1, giving us the normal reaction to be 5 newtons simply. Further, the frictional force equals to mg minus ma, right? So we can put the values over here too, that is m into g minus a, which is 5 by 7 into 10, giving us 0.2 newtons.